Thot is a desktop application that simplifies the workflow of researchers. As an R&D scientist, you want to study some phenomenon. For instance, you want to see which of the fireworks is better, which of the drugs has the better result. For this, we look at different alternatives, different recipes, and so on. And for each of these recipes, we'll be collecting some raw data that will allow us to analyze the result. So, the idea of Thot is to build up this tree-like structure which represents this process, where at the very top we're comparing at the high level the different results, and at the very bottom we have our raw data. What this allows us to do is, using this graphical UI, keep track of the flow of data and to see exactly what is going on in our experiment. Once this project is set up, all a scientist has to do is drag and drop their data. Once that data has been added, the scientist annotates this data. This allows Thot to know what type of data has been added, and it also makes it easier after for the scientist to search his data. Once we click Analyze, Thot instantly populates all intermediary results until at the very top we can look at our plot. And as we can see here, A has the higher result, in whatever that means. And so how does a user build up this tree? The main building block of Thot is the container, and as the name suggests, it contains things. We can give it names, information, just as we did to the file, and we can add files to it, other containers, and we can associate scripts. If we change our view to the script view, we can see that each container has a different script associated to it. What a script does is, within a container, it can look at data and then create new data. So for example, in our case, it takes in the raw data to create summary statistics. And this happens all the way up until we get our plot. For now, scripts can be written either in Python or R, but in the future, we'll have low-code, no-code templating to allow anyone to be able to create automatic scripting even without a programming language experience. Since everything in Thot is tagged, both the containers and the files, Thot acts as a very powerful search engine for your own files within your experiment. Since Thot keeps also track of the flow of data, we can automatically verify where the raw data comes from when looking at plots. This makes it much less likely that any sort of mistake arises. And in the future, we will also natively integrate AI to do even more powerful searches and query about your projects.